Before we continue any further, I just want to say this. The subject matter tonight is trivial. Incredibly trivial. As such, the video will probably be much shorter than any of my other rants. You see, this evening, as I was pondering what I would have for lunch tomorrow, I thought to myself, why not have a grilled cheese sandwich? Why not? Delicious. Not nutritious at all, mind you, but still. A good lunch. But then a memory hit me. A memory so profound and so ingrained into my mind that whenever I think of one of, in my opinion, one of the most delicious types of sandwiches a person can have. Such a simple sandwich. But yes, when I was thinking of it, it sent a shiver through me. Why? We'll get to that in just one moment. But first, I just want to say something about something that to this day makes me become full of rage just by seeing it. Sorry, that was incredibly rude. I am, of course, referring to the incredibly confused organism that is called a tomato. I fudging hate tomatoes. I hate them so much. I would honestly love nothing more than to take an entire barrel of tomatoes, smash it with a sledgehammer, and then burn it just to watch it burn. I fucking hate tomatoes so much. They are so disgusting. I never remember what the hell they are, if they're a fruit or a fudging vegetable. In case you're wondering why I'm not cussing, it's a new twist on the show. I'm trying not to cuss as much, someone asked. But anyways, I just cannot stand tomatoes at all. I find them to be the most disgusting thing I have ever had in my entire life. I go out of my way to avoid them. I refuse to even eat anything if a tomato has touched it. Which is ironic since I like pizza and that has tomato sauce. But no, we're still on topic. It's still about tomatoes. Story time! A few years ago, I was at a Denny's. I was feeling pretty peckish. And on the menu, I saw that they had grilled cheeses. Now, this was one of the first times I'd been to a Denny's. I was still pretty young. And I figured, well, I've never had one of their grilled cheeses before. I might as well get one. Now, I checked over the ingredients because I was a little picky. And it just said grilled cheese. There was no mention of anything else on it aside from the standard cheese and bread. And french fries. That's something else entirely. But yeah. So I ordered my grilled cheese, and I was just so hungry that I just reached in and I took a huge bite out of it. I was so excited. And for a few moments, it was good. Not the best grilled cheese I've ever had, but it was still good. And guess what was in the grilled cheese? Just take a guess. Wow, you were real... Tomatoes! Fucking tomatoes! 4 huge slices of fucking tomatoes! Sorry. Great. That's more money I owe. But yeah. 4 huge slices of a freaking tomato. And it was just so shocking and repulsive in that moment, having those juicy tomatoes in my mouth. It was so horrible. It was so horrible. I spit it up and I refused to eat the rest of it. That was the first time I had ever had a tomato, and it was the last. It was so disgusting. It was so disgusting. The texture, the juices that were in the slices oozing down my throat. Oh, God. Oh, my God. So, yeah. I fucking hate... Sorry. I hate tomatoes. I really hate tomatoes. And that's really the whole point of this video, to express that I hate tomatoes. You may see this as a pointless matter, but I wouldn't call a video you made about a food you hate being pointless. In fact, I'd find it pretty darn funny. But there you have it. The whole point of this video was just to let out some steam about how I feel about what I consider to be one of the worst things humanity has ever decided to turn into a food when not in sauce form. It's just so horrible. And plus, there's also the whole thing about whether it's a fruit or it's a vegetable. I don't keep track of the debates about stuff like that. But you know what? I grew up thinking it was a vegetable, so in my book, it's still a vegetable. It's just confused about being a fruit, as far as I'm concerned. That is all for this episode! Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go and eat an apple, I guess. Some may call it irony. I'd say you're looking too darn hard.